What is up guys, Stark here. I am back, and in today's video I am going to be doing a new sort of video series for Fate, and this is something I probably should have done a long time ago, and I really have wanted to do. Basically, I'm going to talk about the banners as they come out and whether or not you should pull on them. And also, a side note, you guys can probably hear my air conditioner in the background, and I do apologize for that. I usually try and turn it off when I make videos, but it is ridiculously hot out right now, and it's not expected to go away anytime soon, so I have to leave it on. Like, I was trying to record this video yesterday and I was just like sweating buckets, and I was messing up so much because I just wanted to finish the video and turn my air conditioner back on. So it's on now. I'm trying to talk over it and kind of raise the volume of the video so it might seem a little bit louder so you guys can't hear it, but I do apologize, but for the sake of my sanity, I need to leave it on. Anyway, the point of these videos is to talk about the banners that are coming out and to let you know whether or not I think you should pull on them. So, we're not going to talk about this one just yet, but right now the summer banners are out, and so for this one I'm going to talk about both of them because they're both out at the same time. But going forward, I'll talk about the banners as they come out or as they're announced, and then kind of give you an overview. So this one might seem a little bit different, and they really won't be that long either. It's going to be quick overviews, more or less. So basically, the first summer banner is all the summer units from last year. It's split up into two parts, and we'll get two more summer banner units after this. But personally, I think the first banner is very skippable, especially because it's jumbled together with all the other summer banner units. But if you do decide to want to pull on them, the characters aren't really bad. So you have a 5-star Tamamo Mai Lancer. She's the 5-star of the batch, so she should be the best character. I do think she's really good. She's got a pretty good set of skills. Most of them have very similar sets of skills, honestly. I think pretty much all of them have the Beach Flower skill, which increases attack and increases the generation of stars for your male allies. But other than that, though, she's got some really good damage. She has good crit ability and good Noble Phantasm ability as well. And she's got a very useful Noble Phantasm, being able to do some really good single target damage to male enemies. That's going to be really helpful, especially because a lot of archer enemies are males. And she has a really unique third skill, being able to get a ton of different buffs on herself. She does stun herself, but if you do bring in someone who can get rid of that debuff like Martha, you should be okay. Overall, though, she's a pretty good character. And then there are also 3 other 4-stars in the banner as well. So you have the Archer version of Anne, Bonnie, and Mary Reed, who is going to be very similar to their Rider version, being able to do a lot more damage at 1 HP. And they have a pretty good skill set in order to back this up. One of the main unique things about this character is that it gives you a permanent guts on the character. So you'll revive with 1 HP when they die, and it's not like a 2-turn or a 3-turn or a 5-turn guts. It'll just stay on the character until it's triggered. So that obviously that's going to be very helpful because you want them at 1 HP in order to fire off their Noble Phantasm and do tons of damage. So that's going to be very helpful, and in addition to that, you're also going to get some, good increases to your attack. You can also get the Summer Kiyohime, who is going to be a Lancer. She works very similar to her Berserker version. She's going to do a ton of damage. She's very good for single targets. But outside of that, she doesn't really offer a whole lot of support or anything like that. But she is a very good option for like single target nukes, especially for Lancers if you do need that. And then finally, we have the Rider version of Mordred. She's going to be very good as well. Most of these characters are very good. It's just the fact that they're comboed together with so many other units and so many other banners. Like the Anniversary banner is still out right now. So it's very difficult to like go ahead and make the decision to pull for these characters unless they are one of your favorites. But Mordred is very good as well. She's going to focus more on Noble Phantasm spam, which she definitely can do a lot of that. With the right team setup and the right cards, you could easily spam her Noble Phantasm multiple times and like back-to-back turns even. So overall, some really good characters in this batch, but just because of the fact that there's another summer batch out right now, and then there's also 2 more summer batches coming out in the very near future in addition to the anniversary banners, I do think this is a skippable banner, but that is just me. Obviously, with these banners, a lot of them come out with craft essences for the events, and if you're pulling for those, then really there's nothing I can say about that. Just pull for the craft essences you need in the events. But if you're strictly pulling for characters, then I do think that this is a passable one, although they are very good characters if you do decide to pull on them. So now moving on to the other banner that's currently out, and like I said, most of the time I won't be talking about multiple banners in the same video unless they all come out at the same time. But this is the second part of the summer banners for last year, and this one actually has the character I think is the best of the summer units for the first batch, and that's going to be the 5-star Artoria Pendragon Archer. So she is very similar to Mordred in the fact that she can do serious Null Phantasm spam, but she's a 5-star, so she has better stats, and she'll be able to do more damage, and she's very, very good for like challenge quests, as you guys probably saw in my previous video, where I did the Memorial EX quest with her, basically just spamming her Null Phantasm constantly, and because of that I was able to relatively easily win that fight. So she's definitely a really good option there. And then in addition to that, you know, you also have Martha in the batch, and she is a ruler, which is very rare, so a lot of people need rulers on their teams, so it's going to be a very good option to try and pull for her in order to get one of those rulers. She's really good though. She's different than the Rider version of Martha. You know, that Martha's kind of more of like a support character. She's more of a damage dealer and a tank. She's still good though. She can do a lot of damage, and she is pretty tanky as well. So that's definitely a good option. Obviously, being a ruler, she's going to be tanky by default. But again, if you need a ruler, it's definitely a good option. And then finally, we have the caster version of Marie Antoinette, who is also going to be very good. She's a 4-star. Martha's also a 4-star, if I didn't mention that. And Marie is very tanky for a different way. Like, she's going to evade a lot of attacks with invincibility. And she's more of a support character, but she's very tough to kill. She's very good on, you know, defense and support, as most casters are. So yeah, I definitely think the second batch is much better than the first batch, and if you were going to pull on one of the two batches, I would strongly recommend you pull on the second batch, or the one I'm talking about right now. But again, the anniversary banners are out right now, and we're going to get the new summer characters coming out as soon as these banners go away, or maybe even before they go away. So, you know, it's a tough choice. I personally do want to get Martha. I already have Artoria Pendragon Arthur, and I still want to get Mordred, so I might do one YOLO multi on both of them just to see what happens and pray, but I'm not going to go too hard on them. I really want to get Caster Nero and Artoria Pendragon Alter Rider, who are the 5-stars in the next batches, and I really want to get both of them, so I do have to save some of my quartz for that. But anyway, that is the review, I guess, for these banners. So I guess the overall suggestion would be to pull on the second part and not pull on the first part, but really consider saving for the next batch. And most of the batches and banners don't come out like this. It's just the summer ones that really get all batched up together. So most banners, it'll either be a yes or no answer for me, but for this one, it's kind of a hit or miss because there's probably close to being 6 banners out at the same time. So it's a tough decision, but that's just my personal opinion for you guys. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Again, I do apologize for the air conditioner and the loud noise in the background if you can't tell what it is. I don't actually know how it's going to sound on the video until I finish recording, but I'm imagining you guys can hear it. So I do apologize again for that. But if you did like this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I have the links below to my Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and Discord. So feel free to check those out, and I will see you guys next time.